You have people, non-citizens who have been convicted of sexual assault, and judges are using a serious criminality loophole that's in your bill, in your department. Do you think that should maybe be changed?
People who are committing serious offenses will be deported. I'll tell you.
No, this guy wasn't. He's still here.
Well, we're talking now. I can't talk. I don't know what year you're referring to. I don't
All of
really
these cases,
know that,
they're still here.
And I think what you're trying to do is, this is
Stand
an
up for
approach
victims?
that it's a recycled approach that we heard years ago that interferes with judicial independence and
you're
ignores the Supreme
pro-raper.
Court precedent. But again, I say to you, the courts have already indicated that serious offenses will be dealt with seriously.
You're pro-sexual assault guy staying in Canada. That's what we're hearing. Like, can't you even just say that this is wrong and you'll look into it? Like, did nobody even say, like, maybe you could just say, Minister, this is really serious. You should say it's serious. I'm going to look into it. Maybe we could work together on it. You just defended a guy who, like, sexually assaulted somebody and should be deported. And you're the immigration minister.
I don't know the facts you're referring to.
I just told you. I raised it in the House, and you guys have done nothing. And it's continuing every day. It's rampant in our justice system. You have the responsibility to do this, and you've done nothing. Why?
Thank you, Ms. Rempel Garner. Thank you, Minister Diab.
Wow. Alexa, can you imagine the state of our Dominion right now?
Oh, I can.
People are coming in with the ostensible policy reason to become citizens, and before they even get there, they're committing crimes. And I'm not talking about shoplifting a chocolate bar. I'm talking about, and Michelle Rempel is talking about, serious physical crimes. And we have cabinet ministers and judges saying, well, you know what? We're not going to throw the book at you. It might screw up your immigration hearing. This is madness. These people should be on a plane out of here the next day. What say you?
First of all, that is what we are seeing that is happening here in Canada. But what about what they did in their country of origin? We don't know, because most of the time they arrive here, they claim refugee before their case is being processed. They are free to work or to be here in our country, and there is not really a background check. And what we are seeing is we have the human rights lobby or organization that are so powerful that they will actually block that process of deportation. And what we are seeing also, we have judge who will also work in a way that to prevent that we are deporting those people. Remember those numbers. We have 34,000 people who disappear in our country. We have 450 people who are here in our country somewhere, we don't know where, but they have criminal charges and they should be deported already. Our country is a joke. There is no deterrent for those people to commit crime because they are not being deported. They are still here in our country and they still enjoy all the benefits. Like if it's not like our healthcare, it's all kind of benefit that they have. And so, of course, those people would just say, the consequences of doing a criminal act or assaulting or raping women versus the consequences. Of course, I'm just going to continue to do what I'm doing because there is no huge consequences. They know it. People are not stupid. They can see that most of the people who committed heinous act, they are still here in Canada.
Unbelievable.
You like the hat? Me too. Same strong message about making Canada great again, but in a really cool color, black and gold. There's other colors available, and it's an all-Canadian site. So if you want to signal your tribe or trigger a Liberal, go to mcgahats.ca today.
You know, Drea, we've seen for more than 2 years on the streets of our nation vile anti-Semitic rallies. You see people chanting genocide. You see them displaying swastikas. You see them cosplaying as the October 7th terrorist mastermind, Sinwar. And here's the thing. a significant portion of those people are not Canadian citizens. They are foreign students. They are here on temporary work visas. They're in the process of applying to be a citizen. And I'm sorry to break it to these people, you do not have the same rights as a Canadian. Until you get Canadian citizenship, you are a guest in our country. This is why we launched deporthamas.com. Basically, it's a website, folks, if you want to sign the petition. If you're a guest here and you're breaking the law, get thee to the airport and go home. Pack your suitcases. Drea, what is behind the government turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to these reprobates?
There is absolutely no excuse. And if you listen to her, she says something like, oh, this is a recycled argument. Yeah, because you've been doing it for years and you haven't fixed it. Like, it is shocking and disturbing, but I think it is just this cowering to, oh, we can't appear to be racist or whatever it is. But also, I'm still in shock from what I learned, I think it was last week, which is that a lot of these people, a significant amount, are coming in here via one click, an app that within a minute they get accepted to come here in Canada, and then they're expected to continue the assessment process once they're here on the soil. And like Alexa's saying, we lose so many of them. So who are those people? Who are the thousands of people every year who come here? They are supposed to be wanting the Canadian life, but have zero interest in actually becoming Canadian because they just disappear once they're on the soil here.
Yeah, and surely, Drea, they wouldn't be lying when they're using their phone to self-report. I mean, that is the biggest joke of all. But, Rod, here's the thing. I think the unspoken strategy in terms of the federal Liberals is this. Come from wherever you are. We don't care if you have a criminal record. We don't care what kind of crimes you commit in Canada. But here's the quid pro quo. Every 4 years or so, when you go to the ballot box, just remember, it was Team Red that brought you in. Just put the X beside your Liberal candidate. Is this what it's about? Changing the demographics so that the Liberals will ostensibly always remain in power? We know that's what they want to do, but is this what's really going on here?
I don't know. I'm trying to avoid implying that it's worse than that, because every aspect of what made Canada a sought after place to go for immigrants, every system is being wrecked. Right. So I could, the replacement theory. Yeah, I think that's part of it. But immigrants being allowed, being protected while they commit incredible crimes like violence and just the most heinous crimes. Disarming all the people that get a criminal record check every 24 hours, even things that can be illustrated where Dre and I are from here in the lower mainland of Vancouver. The federal government commits $4 million to fight back against this massive extortion problem, including murder and this takeover by cartels. $4 million, but they're willing to spend $1 billion on taking my guns away.
Yeah.
They want crime, chaos, and mayhem. And so I think, and I'm trying to be not overly inflammatory, but why? So I think it's not for me to answer, but Canadians need to think about that. And further, I try not to just farm the outrage. What is the solution? And the solution is anyone that didn't participate in the last election, we may get one more election in this country. I don't know. That's not guaranteed, I don't think. But if we do, everyone has to make it their business to try to get these Liberals out. And I'm not saying that the Conservatives are the cure to every problem. They aren't. But they will stop the bleeding and start pushing it, nudging it the other way so that we can get on the road to recovery. So I don't know. That's what I have to say about that.